Good morning to you. It must be 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time somewhere out there because it's time for another edition of Hardison's Tips. I'm your host, Brandon Hardison, President Champion Strategies, and we do this for all of our brothers and sisters that are in the sales vertical, whether it's major account, key account, up and down the street, in home sales, regular retail, office equipment sales, and automotive sales. So, on this beautiful Wednesday, October 27th, you still have a few more days to get those bonuses out the way. Let's put our nose to the grindstone and make it happen for yourself and for your family. Today, we're going to unpack something that you need to be thinking of as sales professionals because it does impact you directly. And that is your sales manager still selling? You know, it can be a normal temptation as your business grows. Turn your top performing salespeople into sales managers, but continue to expect this person to sell and service key accounts, especially if your organization had not had a dedicated sales manager before. It can seem like the logical thing. I got it. To you, it's fair, it's the right thing to do. After all, you're acknowledging a valued sales performer by promoting from within, which we like, and sending a message to the rest of your sales team members that results and dedication get rewarded and minimizes disruption for those key accounts. So, why is this apparent win 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 almost always a losing proposition? Well, here's one reason. You have this balancing act, if you will. When thrust into the role of sales manager while still keeping one foot in the role of salesperson, it is critical to find and maintain balance. When you should sell, when you should manage the sales team, how much time is the right amount of time for each? In the best of situations, it can take time to find firm footing for the balance. Often, however, the new sales manager tries to do too much and devote full time to each role. This might be sustainable for a short run, but ultimately sometimes has to give in to what we call burnout. Before the new role of sales manager is assumed, however, there are other balance considerations. First, it can be difficult to find the right attributes for a competent sales manager for your sales team. Make no mistake, the skills necessary for success as a sales manager can be quite different from those required to be a success as a frontline salesperson. While it is possible that a top sales performer has what it takes to manage a sales team, it can still be difficult to switch hats, especially at the right time. Remember, we're dealing with human capital. It can also be tough to craft out a compensation plan that motivates excellent performance and proper time allocation for each area. What often happens that the new sales manager holds on key accounts due to their commission potential and ends up neglecting opportunities to coach and mentor sales team members. After all, this is the only so much time available, and customer comes first. Here's what's going to happen. There's something in culture class, simply but interpersonal conflicts that will arise between you, the manager, and the sales team being part of it. So look closely at the world of sports, if you will, and you will see that player coaches seldom achieve or maintain personal guarantees or championships for that team. So before you promote a top sales performer to sales manager, we need to ask ourselves this person can do. Let's analyze it. And when I use that sports analogy, some of you might have said player coach. The only one who did it correctly, and it was one time, was the great Bill Russell when he was player coach for the Boston Red Sox. Or excuse me. And what they did as the Boston Celtics, they did win an opportunity to win a championship, but it's very far and few. But what we need to do is manage our people and others fairly equitably. If you do that as a manager, you're going to do well. Handle no longer being the top salesperson due to the lack of time to dedicate to sales. Maintain authority and respect if no longer performing at the top level in sales. Give up the key accounts for the good of the organization. And even if it results in lower incentives, we need to do this. Be counting on teaching, coaching, mentoring your people in critical sales situation rather than stepping in and, in your mind, fixing the situation yourselves. Your people don't grow from that. You need to become a coach. You need to become a supporter. You need to become a trainer, getting them where they need to be. Why are these considerations critical before promoting a salesperson and sales manager? Great managers know their primary responsibility is to place those they manage in the best possible position to succeed. Selling against a team, however, by keeping good leads for you destroys cooperation and respect within the team and can create a toxic, underperforming sales environment. So if you think about what I said, fragmented focuses is no focus at all. Expecting someone to continue to service sales account while managing other salespeople will almost surely lead to unclear priorities, subpar performances, and team conflict. These problems can be put aside if you think about careers, your company. That's what sales managers do. We don't want to put our careers, your team members' careers, your company in jeopardy. What do I need to do to make them grow? The better choices in almost all situations for a leader of any organization to maintain the sales management role until a full-time, totally focused person can be economically justified. So get with your HR department, get with your recruiter, and it can be achieved. Once again, Brandon Hardison, President of Champion Strategy, with another Hardison's tip on this beautiful Wednesday, the 27th day of October. And like always in parting, you go out and you make it a champion day.